jump right back into our discussion on the air quality index, the air quality from our EPA, federal agency, and from AirNOW. Providing you with information from StreetNOW News. I'm Terry DWAYNE Ashford. I'm your Jick. I'm your Indacarseat, that guy, and I'm him because, you made him that. Your Jick goes by no other name other. I'm him because you made me. Indacarseat, that guy. Terry DWAYNE Ashford. StreetNOW News.
A new day, new StreetNOW News. Terry DWAYNE Ashford, and we're bringing you on a new day. New day for a new Oval Office leader, new president. We also have new StreetNOW News.
StreetNOW News with Indacarseat, that guy, Terry DWAYNE Ashford. We're going to be jumping right on back into that air quality report that we were discussing with you earlier. You're now joining StreetNOW News in part 2 of air quality. What does air quality mean? Environmental Protection Agency is a federal agency that protects the environment here in the nation, and AirNOW, our resource, works with reports, information, news from that particular federal agency. You're getting your news right now from StreetNOW News. I'm Terry DWAYNE Ashford. Thank you so much for your listening here. I'm your Jack. I'm your journalist-in-chief broadcaster for StreetNOW News. I'm your Indacarseat, that guy. Hoo-dee-hoo! Indacarseat, that guy. All for you. Let us go ahead and talk about how the air quality index works and what is it. Air quality index was developed by the Environmental Protection Agency for reporting the quality of air. How does it work for you? Well, think of the AQI, air quality index, as like a yardstick that runs from a scale of 0 to 500. The higher the value, the AQI value, the greater the level of the air pollution and the greater the health concern. For example, AQI value of 50 or below represents good air quality. An AQI value of 300 represents hazardous air quality. And then you have all that in between. So that is how it all works. Air quality index works to define and to monitor 5 major pollutants in the air. And I'm going to give you those 5 major pollutants. You don't even need to be worried about it, but we just make sure that you understand what we're doing when we're talking about air quality index. We're not only just talking about the pollen like the grass and the ragweed and the mold, the dust and the dander. We got that too. Yeah. But those are higher levels of particle matter. When I say matter, I'm speaking of matter that can enter into your lungs and your heart. Remember, we gave you the size of hair, your hair follicles. The size of your hair follicles is on a micrometer type scale. It's 10. Yeah, 10. Now, let's think of it like this. The size of some of these particles ranges from 2.5 to even less than that. So that means the size of the air particle can go through an opening the size of your hair. And then the smaller it is, the smaller the particle matter is, the easier it is to get into your lungs and into, some of it even goes into your bloodstream. The 5 areas of major pollutants that was established by the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, for the AQI are regulated by the Clean Air Act. Clean Air Act. And the 5 major areas to protect public health includes ground level ozone. You don't have to know what that means. You can but you don't have to. Particle pollution. Particle pollution means those pollutions that we just talked about that are particle matter that's less than 10. It's gauged as PM10, PM2.5 and below. They also look at carbon monoxide. They look at sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. All these things makes a huge difference as to the zone, the code level for AQI. Code level for AQI goes from good all the way down to hazardous. Hazardous is maroon in terms of the color. That means that the air AQI is 301 or above. Red is unhealthy. It means that the air quality index is between 151 and 200. Moderate to fair is 51 to 100. That's where air quality is acceptable. But risk are some sensitive people. And between 0 to 50, air quality is fairly good. Very, very, very few risks. But we want to make sure that you understand what we mean when we talk about air quality index, pollutants in the air, stuff like that. You're listening to Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, StreetNOW News, in the car. See that guy. You're listening to Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, StreetNOW News, in the car, see that guy, and we're talking about air quality index and what does that mean when you get those ratings from StreetNOW News on a morning basis along with weather. See, the air quality changes just like the weather does. The size of the particles in the air is what determines how high and the level of pollution it is. The size of the particles is directly linked to the to health problems. Small sizes, less than 10 micrometers in diameter, poses the greatest problems. And we talked about that because they can get deep into your lungs. We're right now, we're using our EPA as our resource for the information. StreetNOW News, Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD is providing to you right now. The smaller the particles, the greater the problem, because they get into your lungs, and some can even get into your bloodstream. And the exposure of these particles affects both the lungs and your heart. There's numerous scientific studies per the EPA that have linked particle pollution exposure to a variety of problems, including premature death of people with heart and lung disease. Premature. Yeah, that means you weren't supposed to die then, but you died because you had all this stuff in your lungs. You weren't paying attention. That's what that means, premature death of people who have heart and lung disease. You can have these heart and lung disease and you might be able to survive, but if you take care of yourself. That's what we're doing. We're just giving you information to help you to take care of yourself. Problems include non-fatal heart attacks, irregular heartbeats usually, has a lot to do with particles that's entering into your nose, to your system. Asthma, aggravated asthma, decreased lung functions, increased respiratory symptoms. People with heart and lung disease and children, older adults are most likely to be affected. Now, AirNOW works with EPA. It works with the Environmental Protection Agency, and they can help you to monitor the air quality in your area. And that's coming to you. Yeah, to you from StreetNOW News, from Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, from your JIC, your journalist and broadcaster chief. You're Indacarseat, that guy. We're going to go ahead and close it out for you right now. If you have any questions at all regarding any of the information we have provided, we urge you to go to your federal government website here in the nation, United States, at epa.gov. And there you'll be able to find more information about PM particle matter pollution and the reports that you're getting from StreetNOW News. We're going to close it out right now. We're going to look at the weather one more time, see if there's any changes, any other updates on any other information that we need to provide you with today. And then we're going to close out the evening. It's 8:37 p.m. You're with Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, StreetNOW News in Washington, D.C., the United States of America. We do have some coronavirus data from the mayor's office as of January the 26th, which was yesterday. We're going to go ahead and provide that to you right now. That's for the District of Columbia. We provided you with some national and some data earlier from the Yahoo. In terms of the direct information that's coming from Mayor Muriel Bowser's office, the district reported as of Tuesday, January the 26th, 165 new positive coronavirus cases, bringing the total to 35,865. The district reported 7 additional deaths due to COVID, included 3 males, 4 females, 42-year-old male, 63-year-old male, a 67-year-old male. For the females, we have 4 62-year-old female, a 66-year-old female, an 81-year-old female, and an 81-year-old female. 895 district residents have lost their lives due to COVID. Coronavirus.dc.gov/data is where you can go to find more information if you need more information. Other than that, which StreetNOW News is providing you here in Washington, D.C. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. We love you loving us. We love providing you with the news that's going to help you smooth through your day. We're going to close it out on that for today. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. Your jet goes by no other name other than Terry DWAYNE. I'm him because you made me.
And a new day, new StreetNOW News. Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, and we're bringing you all the new news.
Indacarseat, that guy, Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD.
President